What is up, guys? Welcome to another weekly forecast, and I hope you enjoyed last week's prize action. I personally did. The prize played out so smoothly, so perfectly that I'm just ready for the next week again. And as I talked about gold, my target remains unchanged. I'm still expecting price to get to 3750. The only difference this week was that I had that one small position running from the top with the expectation that price will get to 3750. But throughout the week, halfway through, I did mention that there is a possibility that price may end up providing us with a pullback before eventually it hits our overall target projection. And funny enough, price did retrace, stopping me out around this area right here. It was just a small portion that I was holding, not much of a difference. It didn't really affect me much, but I am ready to capitalize that again. The same expectation. I remain bearish on gold. I'm expecting price to pull back ever so slightly to catch up with the moving average. And to be more exact, the 4150 is the area that I'm personally looking out for. But that does not mean that as long as price mitigates my level, which comes around 4115 and 4198, I am happy to start looking for shorts if price does confirm on the lower time frame. Nothing much to add on gold. It is smoothly playing out. Currently, it is pushing up, and I do not expect it to drop any time soon. Maybe we can get to see something by Tuesday, but I'll keep an eye, definitely a pair to watch for the week ahead. Coming into Bitcoin, price played out very smoothly after the closure that I expected of 64,508 with a beautiful drop of around 6,000 pips. More room to the downside with the overall target projection of 45,000 into 45 to 31,862. Currently, we are sitting at this level of support and resistance around here, which price seems to struggle breaking lower. We had that one rejection on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, currently Saturday. And it looks like that higher prices could yet be expected just at around 62,000 to then look for any possibility to the downside. It aligns perfectly with the previous daily low, the previous daily short-term low at 62,000. But I'm also interested to see what price provides a current price action, because if I do get to see a bearish engulfing that takes place and it starts trading below 60,000, that could be a really good sign, even though I am preferring price to go up first back into the 62,000 region, perfectly aligning with the level of support resistance, the previous daily low, and only then start looking for shorts to the downside. Nothing much to say onto the weekly time frame, but that price is keep expanding lower. The next target projection for me, at least intra week wise, will be 56,500 to 54,278 to perhaps provide us with some kind of a retracement to then reach our 45,000 region. Gold and Bitcoin are both bearish. I'm just going to watch them closely, especially Bitcoin, because I am actually looking for a close below 60,000 and see how price performs, but not getting myself involved anytime yet, anytime soon. It's still Saturday at the time of recording. We've got Sunday and then Monday. It is quite corrective in its nature. If you have a look at it, it's pretty much just, very corrective as it's heading back to the upside. But if I do get price to close below 60,000 and perhaps create a lower high, maybe I'll be willing to look for shorts. But otherwise, I am looking for push back into 62,000 to then consider any shorts to take place. Unfortunately, I don't think there is going to be anything for US30, or at least at the time of analysis. I don't think it's worth looking at it. It's too much going on around this region. Unable to take up 52,000 for the last week or so. I am possibly expecting a flush to the downside to perhaps fill up this imbalance at around 51,000. But then if it does happen to take out these lows, there won't be much going on for the week, as perhaps price could take a while before actually wanting to go back up. Definitely nothing for on US30. I am still bullish and I do not see any reason to go short. Sorry, and I don't see any reason to go long yet. And as of shorts, I wouldn't recommend it, as we do have gold and Bitcoin, which are perfectly aligned with the higher time frame. So why take a trade that is against the main price, which is bullish? I guess pretty much that's it with the video.